All right, click the links if you want to get a hold of me. This is the punchline of the story. So if you see nothing else other than this, it's this image. So look at your screen and soak this image up for a sec. This is Bad Karma by Alex de Campi. Blonde man bad? Of course. The problem with this series in specific, and comics in general, let me go to the front, is that writers aren't writing what they know. They're watching a James Bond movie, then writing a fictional story based on a fictional movie from some coke-brained Hollywood kitty diddler. They're not writing a story. They are way beyond their ability to do that. If they tried to write a real story, Twitter would call them istophobic. This is a comic by Alex de Campi about how blonde men working for the CIA assassinated a Russian and an innocent black kid got charged for it. Yes, that's just as retarded as it sounds. The blonde men run around committing hijinks, and innocent black people must suffer. Oh, and wars bad? I agree on that point. No more wars for Israel. I'm just assuming that what is she meant by that? I'm just reading between the lines. Actually, Alex makes some good points about the CIA and corrupt deep state that runs America. America literally has Chinese spies working for government officials. I guess it's time to kick them out and build a wall, right? She seems to think America is full of blonde men committing violence. What is the color of the sky in her world? Blonde people are awesome. If you're in an American town full of blondes, then you're in a safe area. Actually, there is a graph that shows the greater percentage of the people of Uggs and Starbucks, the fewer security guards there are. This series is racist nonsense, but the insanity really shines in issue 2. It's so effing stupid, it hurt to read. I wonder if she thought she was clever when she wrote it. Did she pat herself on the back? Our two blonde idiots are in a diner with a black waitress and presumably a black cook. There are two blonde off-duty cops dressed like they're in a movie from 1984. Of course, they're racist because they're blonde. In comics and films, blonde or red hair equals racist. If you see colored eyes, blue or green in a story, they're going to be evil, stupid, or violent. So these two off-duty cops tell the black waitress to tell the guy preparing their food, get ready for this, because propaganda like this will make your brain bleed. They tell the guy handling their food, hey, and slur, hurry up. Because in comics, blondes are as stupid as they are racist. Dear Alex de Campi, why would someone insult the people handling their food? You're writing the characters as literally retarded, like too retarded to drive a car or function in society. When you wrote this, did you have any pangs? Like, did any part of your... anything inside you say, this is a bit too far? No, because I'll show you she's written other stuff like this. Your blind racist hate has made you insane. She makes sure that you know it's the N-bomb because you can see the lowercase g's. And in a later panel, the two blonde idiot cops use the F slur a few times, but they don't censor it out for some reason. So two blonde cops in the age where everyone has a 4K stereo video camera in their pocket use the N and F slur very loudly in public. They are so blonde, racist, and stupid that they're willing to get fired so they can be racist and stupid. And, I don't know. I guess you could have said this decades ago, but people still had video cameras and stuff like that. Why someone would just be videotaping these guys? It would be on the news and BLM would go looting. You can push the willing suspension of disbelief only so far. This is just anti-white blood libel. I'm not saying people don't speak like that. I speak like that literally every day. But of course, it is in a self-effacing, humorous manner, which I have been told makes it totally cool, bro. Hey, insert derogatory term here. Please hurry up with the food. That is insane. When you write something this bad, I question why anyone would hire you to write this nonsense. What are you thinking when you write this? Oh, crikey, mate. I'm really going to show them Yanks how racist they are. In my mind, she has an accent. For some reason, I thought she was English. I saw an interview with her and some 400-pound heart attack waiting to happen, but he was gushing so much that she didn't get a chance to speak. I guess he literally was mansplaining. He's got a YouTube channel where the interview got 300 views, which is pretty low for someone who's got some name recognition. She talked about some project that she's working on that absolutely nobody cares about. I have to assume that she enjoys writing comics, but it's just a hobby. I flipped through her other comics. It had a black guy on the cover, so I knew that so these two blonde, racist, sexist idiots, they're so racist that they're using the N-word while simultaneously being attracted to a black woman. How does that make sense? You got to pick a side here. You wanted to make them racist, sexist, and call somebody a bundle of sticks several times in public, very loudly. You're in a diner with witnesses, and you're employed by the state. This is like maybe this is set. Maybe this is supposed to be set in the 80s. No, it's got to be set at least past the 90s. Anyway, okay, so this is like something you'd expect to read, I don't know, in a 50s cartoon or something. I mean, without the language, this is like the Joe Weider kicking sand in the face type of thing. Okay, so he does have a cell phone, so it's current year, where the guy uses the N-word, the F-slur, attacks two veterans because they're both blonde and they're idiots. This is the other thing she wrote. And as soon as you see a blackface on the cover, you know what it's going to be. It's going to be a purse puppy. Okay, so this is a war story set in the Middle East. But in the Middle East, the terrorist is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed man because we live in clown world where they won't show actual criminals and terrorists. Instead, every bad character is blue-eyed. It's called Bank Shot. How do you write a story set in the Middle East and have a blonde, blue-eyed terrorist? Are you guys so deep in the echo chamber that your self-awareness has dropped to zero? Oh, this is the blonde James Bond, or the black James Bond's servant, who is submissive, short, blonde-haired guy who he is rude to. Alex Campi has got some serious issues around race. Why would your European customers or European American customers want to read about a racist African that hates Europeans? What is wrong with you? Well, plot twist, they don't want to read this kind of racism. It's actually not selling that well. Can we talk about how little money I make? Seriously, I love my image series, but I didn't make a dime off either No Mercy or Mayday. So things like my Patreon are super important. It's all very well thinking. I'm great and amusing, but financial support is where it's at. Why don't you just write something that sells? Instead of... That's insane. This is insane. This is a terrorist? And he's blue-eyed, blonde hair in the Middle East? Even his eyebrows are blonde. So, it turns out that her stuff does not actually sell. She makes her money from PayPal and Patreon donations. She's in a weird position where she's sort of a social media personality that is well known for making anti-white comics that don't sell and music videos. She should probably stick with music videos. She did a music video for a band. It's three women who sing. Actually, they sing really, really well. So, for some reason I thought they were like in the 70s or something, but I guess they're around now. So she's making music videos, and then also comic books. So she's some creative type, but this is insane. You can't do this and expect. Why would you write a black character if you're not black? Write what you know. You're a whiny 50-year-old. I don't know. I don't know what your ethnicity is or what you identify as, but I mean, you get some serious issues if you're putting this kind of stuff. If you're putting this kind of stuff in like every comic is black man good and blonde person is evil. That's nuts. I didn't make a dime off. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. I will see you all on BitChute, Odysee, and Gap TV.